Ta-da-da-dam, ta-da-da-dam. Tukoriada, my friend. Hey, subscriber. The community of Tukoriada donors. Enjoying your company, enjoying your viewing, enjoying your liking, enjoying your recruiting efforts around the world. I'm drinking Fresca. It's not that bad of a drink. I don't recommend it, but I like it once in a while. I'll take a sip. Before we pilot our way from Portland, here in PDX Airport International in Northwest, we are heading to Poland, the country that was born in 1989. When the fall of Berlin, the Cold War was coming to an end, Ronald Reagan was the president of a country, Gorbachev, Russia, USSR. Do you have that history in your head, geopolitical things that we went through in the 80s, 90s? Maybe some of you are not born. It's okay. Don't worry about it. This is just what I call a very quick class of my education. Poland, trust me, Lech Wałęsa. Is it Wałęsa or Wałęsa? The solidarity leader of a labor union that came into that space that was being evacuated by dictators and people who had suffocated their citizenry. And now there's democracy and liberation. What about that? We are back in Poland, Warsaw, the capital. Warsaw, huh? The history of Poland is rich. If you're interested, you can always do that. I think it was Poland and the ghettos and the extermination and the Jewish people. What a sad story. That's the history of humanity, my friend. So we are back, but we are not in Warsaw. We are in Silesia, and there's a lot of conversations going on. There's a lot of appetite. People are thirsting. People want to see some greatness in track and field. And Tukoriada is not in the cold. I'm in the middle of understanding what's happening. Because if you look at a little bit Tuesday, not a little bit, where were we on Tuesday? We were in a small country, where were we? I forgot. Don't worry. Mondo Duplantis broke a world record a few days ago. 629 the pole vault. I don't think he does it here. If he does it, well, he's making world record kind of normal, which reminds me of the indoor world record that was smashed back to back, the 5K, the mile with Neguse, 10 days later, Jacob Engblestone. That became normalized for 10 days, almost 2 weeks. Are we going to see Mondo Duplantis toy with the world record again in Silesia on this weekend? You never know with this guy. This guy has what I call total monopoly. He's sitting on the throne. There's no rivalry. The closest was the guy from Greek, or the Greece guy. What's his name? Emmanuel Keralis. He's close to him. What is 6'11"? 6'29" was the world record. I don't know whether it's going to happen. I'm not here to say he's going to do it, but I'm not a big fan of back-to-back world records. It dilutes its flavor or favor or special. I'm trying to make it look special. So when I talk about world record, I'm like, yeah, oh my God. But again, this guy, he dominates it, he owns it. He can do whatever he wants. But that's not the story of world records this weekend. The story is a woman, a lady, a queen, a captain of a team from Kenya, the East, Faith Kipyegon. That's the name I'm talking about. Word has it, rumor has it that she's attempting the world record in the 3,000 meters. It's been a month and a half or so when she smashed everything in Eugene, 3:48 and 15. Spectacular, expected. That's her event. She owns that event. She can do whatever she wants. My personal suggestion in this sporting world is that just specialize and own an event. She's been owning the event from 3:49, 3:48. She can go 3:47. She gets a big check. I don't know. I'm just saying, stay within what you can do. Dominate it. Own it. That's just my advice. But again, I'm just a Tukoriada guy, the YouTuber. Again. So, will she take my advice? I guess not, because people are lining up. But I noticed something about her. I think she's realizing that she has to tone down the expectations. She spoke a little bit about she'll try. The word is try, which she did, even in the mile, where the world was like, oh, she's gonna do it. She's gonna be. She's a special woman to begin with. I don't know what it takes to be special these days. To go to the moon, some people have gone there, but I'm just saying for Faith Kipyegon, I would say that as much as people think she's gonna do the 3K, I don't think she's gonna even come close. I think the last time she did a 3K, I'm talking about 3,000, was 2014, where she went 8:23 is her personal best. So let's look at 8:23, and this weekend they are trying to look at smashing the 8:06 by Wang Junxia from China. Does she even come close to anything close to even 8:11 that British Tibet ran in Rabat about 2-3 months ago? I don't think she does it. She ran a personal best. I think she's resigned to that in some of the statements she's made. She's just going to do her best. But I think for me, I go back to people like Mondo Duplantis. Pole vault, you are good at it. Keep breaking world records. You're cementing your name in Mount Rushmore of track and field and pole vault, whatever. Sergei Bubka did that for a long time, dominated the event. Nobody was close. The closest we are hearing is this. We saw the other day on Tuesday with Modo was this guy from Greece, Emmanuel Kralis. That was the closest, 611 meters. I'm talking about 3K. Beatrice Chebet has a better chance with 811 compared to Faith Kipyegon. Am I repeating myself? Yes, I did. It's another episode. Let's be realistic. But I think it's about the name. She's in her prime. She's over 30. I think she's 31. A mother, a great woman. She's a Hall of Famer. Fast vote. She's gonna go down as one of the best Kenya has ever heard in these middle distance events. I mean, we've had greatness in Kenya. Don't get me wrong. She won't be the first one, but she's gonna go down again, maybe at the top of her game. 3 gold medals in Olympics. All right. She's a world record holder in 1500. Nobody has equaled that. And I think, to be honest with you, I think she's at the top of her game. 3K this weekend doesn't make any difference for her, really. I think for me, she's just doing what she calls a lap of honor. In these events, I think she's just testing the 3K to see what she can do. If she runs at 8:20, 8:15, even comes to 8:11, that equals Beatrice Chebet, which is the African record and Kenyan record, I'm okay with that. But when it comes to world record of 8:06, which we are saying she has to go 8:05, not close, not even close. So that is my case for that. Interesting enough, Beatrice Chebet has opted to do 1500 meters in this weekend, which is a very strange way of lining these athletes up. It's about the brand. It's about who it is they want to see. Personally, I think Beatrice Chebet could have just done as great in this 3K this weekend compared to Faith. But Faith, I think, just wants to do this. And by the way, I like the fact that Jessica Hull, the Australian nemesis, at 350 Australian record, I think is an Asian record, 350 and 1500 when she came second to Faith Kipyegon last time. She's pacing her, she's rabbiting her in this event. To me, that is pretty honorable stuff to do when friends want to help you be the first one. Jessica spoke and says that she wants to see Faith Kipyegon break 8 minutes in the 3K. Well, that's what friends will tell you. But the reality is, to break 8 minutes in 3,000 meters for women, it's like asking the same lady Faith to break 4 minutes in the mile. It won't happen. It might happen, but it won't happen. I like friends who tell you, go ahead, girl, go break 8 minutes in the 3,000 meters. Your personal best, Faith, is 8:23. I think I've spoken enough on this one. It's not the only event happening in Silesia, people. Let me spread my wings a little bit. The other events are great, but I'll just go into one thing that I like to do is just give love and give highlights. Oh, Melissa Jefferson Wooden, 100 meters best time in the world, 10:65, is meeting her rivals on this weekend. And I have to say, Shakira Richardson's in town. I hope she's found her stability. She is grounded. She has a focus because she's going to have to contend with people like Tina and Tia Clayton, the twin sisters from Jamaica. They're here. The Ivorian Cote d'Ivoire, Maria Jose Talou Smith is in town. And the home star, Awa Swaboda, is in town. Talk of that star-studded lineup. These are stars. The only person missing here, which was very strange, and I heard about this, was Alfred Julian, the St. Lucian gold medalist. She opted to stay away from the rest of the Diamond Series going into World Championship. Do you blame her? I don't know. Americans are showing in late in this Diamond League, so she's like, well, I'll avoid you. I'll see you in Tokyo. Maybe it's a brilliant move, psychological move. I don't want to see you now. I'll see you later. I saw you once in Eugene. You beat me. Let's meet in Tokyo. I like that mind game. It's a mind game. This is the time you play a mind game. But there's no mind game when it comes to men. You can't avoid this because N.Lyles is in town to meet Keshawn Thompson, the Jamaican. They're going to reignite their rivalry and stare downs because guess who is in town? Kenny Kung Fu Banderek. I like this rivalry. The South African who hasn't been beaten in Diamond League, he had a 5-winning streak before he got beaten in London by, what was the name? The Jamaican guy who beat him there, I forgot his name. He got beat, he was 5th. Akani Sembini is lining up next to Trayvon Bromell and Christian Coleman, the partner of Shakira. I don't know why I had to drop that in. That's a star-studded 100 meters lineup. This is where things are starting to boil. What is going to be spewed on these 100 meters? Look out! I like this rivalry. Ah, man. Oh, the other event that is exciting to me is the 400 meters because we are starting to see a crop, these lineup that are very salivating to watch. Because talking of 400, let me see the names that I'm trying to mention here. Quite interesting names. Because we have Marilady Paulino, the Dominican 400 meter world champion. She's out to defend these 400 meters hurdles, and not hurdles, 400 meters flat. But guess who is coming to maybe take it from her? Lavron, Sydney. I don't know. But that's a rivalry I'm looking for. Dominican Republic Paulino has to deal with another Qatarian, Salwa El Nasser, and Sada Williams. They are all lining up for the 400 this weekend. Hey, my friend, don't miss out on this one. It's going to be nice. It's going to be good. Let's keep an eye on that. I'm going to give you my take, maybe the post-analysis. What did I see? What happened? That's what we talk about. It's a conversation, right? We have a community of conversation. You see what you see. You have a different view. That's what makes a community. You don't have to agree. You don't have to be combative. You just stay in your lane. You can stare down, but don't push. 100 meters is going to be exciting. What is Kung Fu? 400-meter hurdles. The Norwegian Karsten Warholm is back. We haven't seen him since the last time he ran against Benjamin, right? Benjamin and Dos Santos, the Brazilian, when we last saw them in Oslo during the early part of the season there. I don't know what happened to him, but he has to really watch out because Abderraham Samba, the other Qatarian, is it Qatarian or Bahrainian? I think it's Bahrainian. Yeah, I could be wrong. He's lining up against that guy. That guy's on a good running streak. Of course, Femke is all alone in that event, so I wouldn't even mention the rivalry because Femke has been looking for competition. She hasn't found any because there's no competition. Unless N.Lyles shows up. I didn't see the lineup. I just see Femke Ball there in the lineup right now. So that's an event. There's a lot of field events going on. High jump with the Ukrainian. What's her name? Oh my gosh, these names get a little bit, you have to dig deep into your guts to say the Yaroslava Mahaurishk, and then the Australian Nicola Holesiaga and Elena Patterson and others. The world record right now is at 210. for the women, high jump. Whoop, over that thing. Have you seen how they hatch those spines on their backs? These skinny people. They are skinny. You have to be, and you have to have the leg power. It's not just a matter of how thin you are or whatever you call it. It's just the frame has to go over that. It's an incredible event, I think, for me. I'm looking forward to seeing how that unfolds. Beyond that, I think, let me put it to you this way. This is an event that is diamond-like. It's another penultimate event as we move to Tokyo. And you know what we see here is exactly might be duplicated in Tokyo. So why don't we do this? You and I, keep an eye on your camera there, on what you see. Let's have a conversation. We can do our predictions of what happens. It's fun, isn't it? Because you and I, we make it fun. Because Tuko Riada is a fun channel, my friend. This time, I'm not having any prophetic message to you guys, but I have what I call appreciation message to you guys. Love is all I have, because that's all I can do. Because subscribers like you, likers like you, we just make it happen. Why don't I talk to you later when you're rested? I'm gonna go rest myself. I'm done. Tuko Riada on the other side of the pillow is beautiful.